Hi, my name is Amy Olson, and I am doing this informative speech for my public speaking class online through Full Sail University. George Romero is synonymous with horror. His Living Dead series has cultivated a very loyal following, and his films continue to inspire countless filmmakers. Unfortunately, critics and maybe even some of his fans have pigeonholed him into the horror genre, and that seems to have bound him to the Living Dead series and made it difficult for him to explore other aspects of the filmmaking process. After attending Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, George A. Romero stepped into filmmaking with short films and commercials. With this small bit of experience in filmmaking and an even smaller budget pooled together among friends, Romero would create his first full-length feature in 1968.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
Produced under Romero's own production company, Image 10, which was started by Romero and a handful of others, Night of the Living Dead was filmed on a budget of a little over $100,000. It would go on to make over $40 million at the box office. Despite its box office success, critics and even audiences were shocked by the gory content of the film. In an article on an observation of the audience, Roger Ebert commented that the movie had stopped being delightfully scary about halfway through and had become unexpectedly terrifying. In a movie where little girls unflinchingly kill their own mothers and the hero abruptly dies in the end, Night of the Living Dead was horror ahead of its time. But the horror wasn't the only forward-thinking aspect of the film. Romero cast Duane Jones as Ben. In a time when America was just emerging from the civil rights movement, an African American in a leading role was a rarity. An African American as the hero of the film was never seen before. While Romero insists that Jones was cast simply because he gave the best audition, it is still considered a historical moment in filmmaking, speaking volumes of the culture at the time. Romero would continue on to collaborate with other influential people in the horror genre, such as renowned makeup artist Tom Savini on Martin in 1977, and Stephen King on the film Creepshow in 1982. Even so, Romero never really concerned himself with mainstream Hollywood, sticking mostly to films that appealed to his personal interests. After the success of Night of the Living Dead, he would go on to direct other, less-known films such as There's Always Vanilla in 1972 and The Crazies in 1973, before returning to his Living Dead series in 1978. And throughout his filmmaking career, he would return to his Living Dead series again and again, reinventing the zombie iconography that he himself created decades ago. Much of Romero's success stems from the Living Dead films, and it seems apparent that he has no interest in working on other projects. So it would seem that in order to determine if Romero is successful or not, one would need to look at their own definition of success. Is it becoming a big-time Hollywood producer, or is it making films that you enjoy? Is it making the next blockbuster, or is it laying the foundation in film for generations to come? I think that Romero has found his own success and he's perfectly content with it. Thank you for watching.